Tonight's bedtime story, The Snowflake Flight Home. It was late afternoon on Christmas Eve, and Milo was still in the snowy wonderland of Northern Lights Valley with his best friend, Pippa. They had arrived 2 nights before, thanks to blizzard. The swift Arctic fox to help the Snow Council with a very important mission, testing the brand new Aurora sleigh. The night before, Milo and Pippa had soared through shimmering curtains of green and purple light, pulled across the sky by a team of gentle moon reindeer. It had been the adventure of a lifetime. Earlier that afternoon, Milo had shared his report with Lady Crystal, the keeper of winter magic. His words had been full of excitement. The sleigh was smooth, fast, and unbelievably cozy. Like sitting inside a glowing snow cloud, he had said proudly, Lady Crystal only had one small concern. That sleigh might be too comfortable, Milo giggled. You could fall asleep before finishing your deliveries. Lady Crystal threw her head back and laughed, the bells on her cloak jingling. Then I must try very hard to stay awake tonight, she said. But now it was time for Milo and Pippa to return home. After all, it was Christmas Eve, and their families were waiting. Trees would be sparkling, biscuits cooling on kitchen counters, and empty stockings waiting to be hung. And so Lady Crystal herself walked with them through the soft snow toward the valley's airfield. The flight will drop you off first, Pippa, she explained kindly. After that, it will cross into the dreaming woods and take Milo safely home. The same stardust path I use for travel will guide it. Milo and Pippa exchanged excited glances. Everything seemed perfectly arranged. Aha, here we are, Lady Crystal said, lifting her staff. Before them rose Frostbite Terminal, an archway carved from shimmering ice, glowing blue and silver in the fading light. Beyond it, Milo gasped. The entire airport looked like it had been crafted from sparkling sugar. Crystal pane windows, peppermint-striped pillars, glittering snow lanterns, and doors carved from frostwood that smelled faintly of vanilla. How do they not nibble on the decorations? Milo whispered. That's exactly what I was thinking, Pippa whispered back. But if I worked here, the sugar icicles would be gone by lunchtime. They stepped through the frostwood doors into a bright atrium. Light poured from star-shaped skylights overhead. Floating snow slates shimmered with lists of flights. To Iceberg Bay, to Cotton Candy Canyon, to the Moon Owl Observatory. And there, near the bottom, was their flight to Dreaming Woods. A soft chime sounded. An elf in a winter-green uniform skated toward them, literally skated on little ice skates enchanted into her shoes. Welcome to Frostbite Terminal, she said with a sparkling smile. You must be Milo and Pippa. We've been expecting you. Expecting us, Milo said, blinking. Oh, yes. Lady Crystal told us all about your brave test flight. She pressed 2 shimmering boarding passes into their hands. Keep these safe. Your flight is boarding right now. Follow me. Milo and Pippa turned to Lady Crystal and wrapped her in a warm hug. Thank you for everything. They said, No, thank you, she replied. Without your help, the sleigh would not be ready, and what a pity that would be. As she headed back toward the valley, she paused and looked over her shoulder. "When the moon rises tonight," she said, eyes twinkling, "look out your plane window. You may witness something extraordinary." Then she vanished into a swirl of sparkling frost. A moment later, a friendly polar bear in a navy blue uniform appeared to carry their bags. Milo and Pippa followed him and the skating elf through the busy terminal. Elves checked luggage, handed out steaming cocoa, and directed travelers carrying bright gifts wrapped in starlight paper. At last, the group stepped back out into the crisp air. Milo's mouth fell open. "This is the coolest airport ever," he whispered. Instead of concrete, the runways were made of smooth, shimmering ice crystals, strong as diamond, glowing faintly in pastel colors. Lined up were strange and wonderful flying machines. A snow paddle sleigh with glowing runners, a peppermint-striped hover blossom, even a star shuttle shaped like a giant snowflake. But the elf led them to a plane painted in warm Christmas colors, deep red, evergreen, and gold, with huge glittering snowflakes decorating the wings. At the bottom of the stairs stood a puffin wearing a navy pilot's jacket. "Good evening," she said happily. "I'm Captain Twinkle, and I'll be flying you home tonight." Calm skies, gentle winds, perfect flight conditions. She gestured to the elf beside her. "And this is Frosty, who'll make sure you have everything you need." "Welcome aboard," Captain Twinkle said, with a little bow. Milo and Pippa climbed the stairs after Frosty and stepped into the coziest cabin imaginable. Garlands hung from the ceiling, fairy lights glowed gently, and each seat had a fluffy, snow-white pillow. Captain Twinkle's voice crackled through the intercom. "Welcome aboard the Aurora Airliner. Destination Dreaming Woods. Please buckle your belts, lower your armrests, and don't forget to look out your window. Tonight's sky is something truly special." Frosty grinned at them. "Get comfy. It's going to be magical." Milo and Pippa pressed their faces to the windows as the plane glided toward the glowing ice runway.